October 15th on the church's calendar lifts up and celebrates the life of Teresa of Avila, a Spanish saint and mystic, lived in the 1500s, a spiritual giant, a hero of mine personally. And there's a story attributed to her where she was in a horse-drawn carriage on a rainy day, and suddenly she was thrown from the carriage into the mud on the side of the road, and she looked up to heaven and said, "God, if this is how you treat your friends, it's no wonder you have so few." I'm not sure if that story actually happened that way, but I do love the notion of spiritual giants just having very frank and honest conversations with God. I think of Moses in chapter 11 of the book of Numbers, who had an honest conversation with God when he was fed up with being caught in between God and this ornery and obstinate people who kept complaining to him as he was trying to lead them out of slavery and to freedom. And he basically comes to God and in a similar light of Teresa of Avila says to God, "Listen, if this is how it's going to be, then I wish you would just take my life and end it all." God doesn't respond by granting that wish, but does respond with a grace that stirs up 70 elders to help Moses carry the burden so he doesn't have to carry it all alone. And within all that is a holy invitation for you and for me to pause and pray today and reflect on where it is we've experienced that gift of love and grace entering our lives to help carry some of the heaviness we're experiencing, some of the burden. And truthfully, the list of experiences like that might not be long for many of us. We do live in a culture that so values self-reliance, and it's not always seen as a strength, even though it is, to want to reach out and ask for help carrying a burden. But I hope there are some experiences on your lists of love and grace coming to help carry your burdens. Because it's another reminder that faith isn't magic that promises to wipe away all of the heaviness of life, but rather becomes a doorway through which love and grace are able to enter and shoulder some of the heaviness so that we don't have to carry it all by ourselves. God's peace and blessings to you all.